after I had more turnovers than made shots in an opening game of a series. But that being said, Dan is right. When you have as many successes as he's had, including ones that came down 0-1, down 0-2, then it's not surprising that he could genuinely and honestly say he's not concerned. Zero concern. Nobody's buying that. But not concerned, confident that they'll figure it out? Absolutely. And those of us who believe he won't need to see it how many more times before we'll believe that LeBron can figure this out?
We're putting the zero level of concern in the quotes, but listen to what he says right after that. Listen to what he says right after those words.
I have zero level of concern at this stage.
At this stage is the key. If they lose another one, the level of concern goes up from zero.
Can I also point out that while dressed to give his thesis and dissertation, he absolutely blew everyone's mind, recounting the exact way in which the Celtics went 7-0 to start the fourth quarter, except, of course, for the two things that he didn't remember perfectly, which were his turnover and his teammate's name. So congratulations on having a near-perfect memory, and the only things that are a little fuzzy are that guy that you can't remember his name, because what the hell's he been doing all series long, and then that time that you messed up.
What were your shots? Your big shots, you know, these shots that you were making before, you didn't make one of them, you know, they were clunkers, all of them. I watched a replay of every one of them 15 times, all of them clunkers.
I'm pausing the TV.
Bobby's got 11 TVs.
He learned technology just to get the failures.
Are the Rockets in real trouble if they don't win Game 1?
The only reason that I know this is because the Supreme Court had a newsworthy ruling today. 70% of the money is on the Warriors in Game 1, but the Rockets are favored in the game by a single point. They have done enough this season with the best offensive rating we've seen in the sport. With home court advantage, they have done enough for the money to believe, the big money, not the percentages, the big money to believe that the Houston Rockets should be a favorite tonight. I'm stunned that the Warriors, with Kevin Durant, are an underdog in any game. But if you want value, they're an underdog tonight.
So the same regular season that gave us the Raptors as the #1 seed and the favorite in the East is now telling us that the Rockets are better than the Warriors, and that's great. You want that 1 point. You want to feel like they should win at home tonight. That's fine. But for me, if they lose, it doesn't teach us anything. Everybody already knows the Warriors are a better team. The Rockets, of course, have a shot to win the series, but losing tonight just because of home court advantage, to me, doesn't present any new problem for them. They know what they're going up against in the Warriors, and whether they're away or at home, it's going to be a battle. I don't think it's the end of the world if they lose tonight.
But if the Rockets win tonight, all of a sudden you will have something that maybe you didn't expect. Maybe you start to doubt the Golden State Warriors. Maybe you think that Houston in 3 games can hit more threes than the Golden State Warriors. In order to keep our interest, Houston needs to win tonight.
I don't think that the Warriors are too worried about the Rockets. Steve Kerr was saying, don't worry about it, guys. They got CP3 on the other side.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Still thinking that he made it past the second round. It's over,
but he's never been here before. Yeah. This is a totally different thing.
Is Brett Brown right that the Sixers need a top free agent to win a championship?
Nothing gets a sports journalist's heart tingling like we've got this Brett Brown sound from a couple of days ago. That's what they just said in my ear. What do we have here?
You know, I think that a other, high-level free agent is required. I feel like we have the ability to attract one. At some point, when the time is right, I think we need help to win a championship. And if that is the goal, and for me and us it is, then that's the answer I give.
It's a very thick accent, so just in case you guys miss something, I'll translate for you. Don't fire me. It's not my fault. I need more players, better players. Otherwise, there's no way I'm winning a championship. Never mind a championship. I'm not getting out of the East. Look at the Celtics right now. They don't even have their 2 best stars, and they might have a lottery pick. How am I going to play against them with just Embiid and Simmons and maybe Markelle Fultz if he ever figures out how to play basketball again? Don't fire me. Look at Dwayne Casey.
She has a different Brett Brown translator than I did. Yes, what I heard there is, LeBron, we're open for business down here. Don't be afraid of the redundancies with Ben Simmons and handling the ball. We'd like to have you down here. And also, the veterans that they put around the Sixers, young people, Bellinelli and Ilyasova and J.J. Redick, you can get them all off the books to clear the space that you would need for a LeBron.
Do you know who's really mad about that remark that the coach made?
Who's that?
The great Eater.
Oh.
That's it. He said, we don't need anybody here. You know, we can do it ourselves. You know what I mean?
All right. The grape eater. There it is. Maybe we can now show some video. This is not of Joel Embiid before a playoff game here. This is not a nickname that is going to catch on. The grape eater.
After what you saw this weekend, do you expect Tiger to win a major this year?
How hopeful and expectant were you on this weekend as he made a charge and you heard the whispers from the neighbors, hey, Tiger's doing that Tiger thing. He's coming back. He's 11 strokes back, and then he's got a putt for eagle, and he misses it, and then he collapses. But, of course, it gives you hope because he looked healthy, and he looked good for 2 rounds. But the key to excellence is how consistently can you do it? And for a long time now, he has not done it any kind of consistently.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like every time he plays, we think he's getting closer, and we have yet to see it. Now, listen, the number 1 in the world right now tied for 11th, which is where Tiger finished, which means he is among the best players in the world right now. He's in contention. But can he start and finish well? He plays his best in the middle when he's playing loose, when he's playing comfortable. So we're all concerned about physically how is Tiger. What about mentally? He doesn't come into these tournaments with the swagger of a guy who dominates. He comes in trying to prove something, which means he's tight at the top and he's tight down the stretch. If he can play like he does in the middle through a whole tournament, then maybe we're back to where Tiger was before. But we have yet to see it, so he's got to prove it.
I know, but how much fun was it before you got to the casseroles yelling out into the street, hey, Tiger's doing that Tiger thing?
Coming up next on Highly Questionable.
With you coming up on SportsCenter after PTI, everything you need to know about the Supreme Court's decision that will allow legalized betting in all 50 states. Plus, getting you set for Rockets-Warriors Game 1 with Stephen A. Smith. We'll see you after PTI.
Time to play the game is still so happy. Do you question?
You give us topics and events, and we question them.
Do you question if Shaq is a world-class athlete?
I have marveled over the years when basketball players get in the batting cage. Alonzo Mourning, Patrick Ewing, the big guys, they look like they're not athletes. Was Shaq in a batting cage at the Braves-Marlins game looking like not an athlete?
Oh, no.
Yeah. I mean, he did make contact.
Use your hips. What are you?
Yeah, he's not using.
He's swinging like a Tyrannosaurus.
Lift that rear elbow.
Oh, Shaq.
Also, hitting fastballs, not easy. It's not an easy thing to do.
Everyone's still making fun of Michael Jordan. He actually did pretty well. I also saw a blog called Shaq a zero-tool prospect, which I think looks about accurate.
Man, I wonder how big that shirt is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's extra,
it's gotta be.
extra.
It's also the only name on the Marlins you recognize on a uniform.
It's also the biggest strike zone that's ever existed. You cannot throw a ball.
But if he's rounding around third, then you know he's going to go to the catch. In the case he's going to get out of the
There
way.
will be no
Yeah.
blocking at home plate.
He got.
You bring him in as a pinch runner on sac flies from third base.
Do you question if the batter earned this home run?
We go out to the Chinese Professional Baseball League. Was this home run earned?
Heck of a crowd.
Oh, that was earned off of the top of his head. Yes.
Fireworks even.
Yes. Oh, it was just the glove. It was just the glove.
It wasn't a Jose Canseco.
Oh, I thought it went off his head, which would have been so much better.
In the Chinese Baseball League, do you get an assist for that? Do they do the scorekeeping differently?
You should get half an RBI
You should
for
get
that.
a hockey assist at least.
It's not even that I saw that wrong. It's just that I wanted to enjoy again the greatest play in the history of sports. Jose Canseco, a home run. Jose Canseco, noted knucklehead. Yeah, injured his arm throwing a knuckleball here, right here. That is a routine flyout for anyone whose head didn't get in the way.
That's one of my favorites played ever. That's it, bro. You never see that very often.
You don't see that very often, almost never.
Do you question if this batter had the green light?
Okay, we've got someone trying to steal home plate in a high school game. So did the batter have the green light? Oh, is he going to swing as the guy comes? Oh, no. That's very dangerous. Oh, and he's mad because it's a foul ball. He had it stolen. Oh, he's mad at his teammate there. That, by the way, could have been fatal.
Ah, yes.
Let's move on to the next one.
Could have been fatal. He could have hit into a double play.
He could have. That's right. That's right.
You know, line drive to third base. He's a dead dog. You know,
Worse than
grab the ball and
fatal. Worse
slip on
than
the back.
fatal.
That's
It could have been a double play in a high school game.
Do you question if this father has already disappointed his son?
We go out to Sarah's favorite place here, Chicago, Wrigley Field. There's a gender reveal. Blue is for boy, pink is for girl. Oh, Pops.
Well, what was it? Was it the pitch or the swing? The pitch didn't look good, but
The pitch wasn't good.
oh, but who reaches out for it with their left hand? You're not going to stop it. Just swing high.
Yeah.
Also, just ask the nurse. She'll tell you what gender it is.
I don't know. It could have been worse.
Oh, where?
Oh yeah, this one's not great.
Is this worse? Oh! That would have been so much
It
better.
didn't even break.
That would have been. Well, I don't think that was a gender reveal, Sarah. I think it's just footage of someone. It was a gender reveal? Wait a minute. How indestructible is that ball? In the bat, the screaming. The exit velocity was 114 miles an hour on that.
Do you think that was bad? Look at the guy sitting on that chair there,
Oh, no.
Her husband, the guy didn't care. Look at the guy staying on the chair rather than jumping out of the chair, helping his wife.
yeah, he doesn't move.
Look at that. He didn't care.
Wait, the response to that didn't go well.
That's
all we got?
That's an amazing catch from my father. We were much. Look at him. Not even a moved thumb.
And that only cares about what is on TV tomorrow night when LeBron gets his kick again. See?
Wow.
Oh, no.
You tell us what to watch on television tonight. We'll tell you if we're intrigued.
On Nesson, A's and Red Sox.
My father, one of his favorite players in 1986 was Mookie Wilson. Pearl Jam was originally going to be called Mookie Blaylock, and here we're checking in with Mookie Betts. Look at this. Right field wall. Not a lot of Mookies. That's all my Mookie history. I don't
Wondering where you were going with that.
Oh, Do the Right Thing also had a Mookie. Nice catch. He's a really good player. He does a lot of great things for them. 5 tools, unlike 0 tool Shaq. Sarah, are you intrigued?
See, he's distantly related to Meghan Markle, about to marry Prince Harry, royal wedding.
I did not know that. Poppy, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. Are you kidding me? Is he related to the woman that is going to marry the prince?
Yes, Meghan Markle.
And he might start speaking with the British accent, like, oh, yeah, come over, mate. Yeah, I got a big surprise for you. Yeah, oh, come over, a couple of beers, throw a couple of drinks on the bar, have a lot of fun on my wedding, oh, cheers, mate. Cheers,
Wow.
mate. Yeah, that's right. You never know.
I'm not even British, and I'm deeply insulted. That was the worst accent I've ever heard in my whole life.
Yeah.
Literally worst I've ever heard.
This is what I love, the visual image of Sarah saying it's the worst while I congratulate my father by shaking his hand on a hell of an
Right now on the Game Show Network, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
UK version, as if we haven't made fun of the British enough with his impersonation. We now got a giant mix-up during one of their games. What do we have here?
I will slightly hesitantly go dear, final answer. And you know, so you don't.
I'm not even going to look at the screen. That's the correct answer.
Oh, he sees it. No, well, who's right?
It isn't. What? It is a deer. Is it not a deer? I've seen them in Africa boinging along like deers. Oh no, you've just lost. £15,000.